So, how do we combat distraction? This past week I read something from Henry Nouwen, and it's stuck in my head, and it's quickly, it's become part of my life on a daily basis, and I keep coming back to it, and I think more and more about into it. Of the quote is, you do not fight distractions by pushing things away, but by focusing on one thing. Focus on one thing. Yeah, right. I mean, we're talking about a guy that, I don't know about you, but like, I have 50,000 tabs open at once. That's tough. But it hit me like a brick, like 1,000 bricks, because that's what a lot of distractions do. And it got me thinking, so living in the here and now, what does that exactly mean? And why is that a big deal? Is because if you're not living in the here and now, you're either living in the future or the past. And I'll give you this. You are not living there. It's the expected you that if you're living in the future, it's the expected you, the expected me, what the world thinks of me, what the world expects of me, when I will be where I'm supposed to be, according to the world, their expectations, what they need from me. And then there's God there. Because God is everywhere. God is in the future. He's in our past. And He's right here. But the only place we can be is in the here and now. So when we are living outside of that here and now, we're essentially living in hell on earth. And that's so true. And then, so, a lot of people, you hear the terms anxiety, depressed, anger, resentment, shame, guilt, you name it, addictions. And it's all comes back to we're either living in the future or past. Because if you're living in the future, you're anxious about what's going to happen at 3:30 today. Or am I going to be, do I have everything I need? Or is that person going to show up? Or are we going to have everything I need for the presentation? Or is my boss going to walk in and expect something or throw something at my desk while I'm walking out the door? Or what's my family thinking? Or do they have everything they need? Or I can look back in the past and say, oh, you idiot, this shamed me. And God meets us there. God's in our past. But we can't go back there. We get the fake us that goes back there and lives there. And He's like, oh, Jay, why? You just keep wanting to come back here. And this is not for you. I want to be with you in the here and now, not the old Jay. And I really don't care about tomorrow. I already know the outcome. I already know. And we all know, spoiler alert, we win. Those that confess His name and believe in Him. No matter what the tomorrow holds, we win. Believers win. Anyways, going back to the past, that guilt, that shame, that leads to depression. I'm not, I don't desire anything. I don't want to go here. I just want to be here where I can control everything and my surroundings. I isolate myself, and this anger, and it builds up, and I'll never be normal, or I'll never be. And I fight this. I go through seasons, and on a daily basis, there's a lot of times where lately I've been like, okay, I'm living in hell, because I'm either living in the future or the past, and not the here and now. I'm blind to the beauty around me, the present, because He's here with me. This is the only place I can be with God, is the here and now. He can go everywhere. He can go to the future. He can go to the past. I can't. My mind can. So, how do you fight this distraction is focusing on one thing. And it's so simple, but what do you focus on? In therapy and psychology, we often call this our safe place. Or we go back to centering, centering our mind and bring that focus back to, whose we are. Who do we belong to? Some of us are like myself. I am the center. I am the world. Everybody revolves around me, and that's fine. No judgment. Like, you know, let me know how that works out for you. And I've been there 4.5 days where I live like that. And I'm like, whoa, that's real stuff. I'm human. You do too. But that's hell. It is exhausting. Living up to everybody's expectations. Or trying to go back and change the past, which I can't. And not trusting that, oh, hey, you know, God sent Jesus to die on the cross for my past. You either believe it or don't. You either live in that truth or you don't. So I hope, you know, this has really been on my heart. I want to share this, and I hope, you know, if you have any questions, email me, message, whatever, reach out. You know, I'd love to hear back from you. But whatever you're trying to do, wherever you are in life, live in the here and now. Because there's beautiful things in front of you. And those beautiful things will become things of the past eventually. You can't go back there. And there's beautiful things ahead. There's tragic things ahead. But you can't go there right now. But you can trust it. We can plan all day, and He tells us to plan. Make plans. But He directs our path. He tells us which way to go if you listen. I hope this helps. Hope you have a great rest of the week. Thanks.